So 4 years after Ford nearly bought Lucid, Lucid is now worth more than Ford. How did that happen? Hello, my friends. You're watching The Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. Welcome to the channel. Fantastic to see so many new subscribers come on board recently. Welcome to you and welcome back to everyone else. Now, 6.5 months. A lot of content there. Stuff that's not found anywhere else on YouTube. So make sure you check out some of those videos, especially the ones about some interesting Chinese EVs, about the battery market, CATL and BYD, and what you should be investing in. And it's not Lucid or Rivian. Sorry, American viewers. But then again, I do recommend investing in Tesla. Yep, even now. Now, that said, I don't recommend you read the comment section on some of the forums on the popular electric car websites because they're replete with naysayers and negative people who just sit around whining all day. And honestly, they do. They just go back and whine all day on those websites, all day, every day. And remember, as Jim Rohn said, what you pour into your head is what comes out of here eventually. Now, 4 years after Ford was reportedly considering buying Lucid Motors, the EV startup is now worth more than Ford is worth. Lucid Motors' market cap passed Ford's on Tuesday last week, one day after the startup reported its first quarterly financial results as a publicly traded company, and just a few weeks after it started shipping its luxury electric sedan, the Air. Lucid Motors has a comparatively long history for an EV startup as it was founded in 2007 as a battery company called Ativa. But after a 2016 pivot to making an electric sedan, Lucid Motors found itself running out of money at a time when others were starting to take off. One of the options it turned to was a potential Ford acquisition from a July 2017 report in Recode. Lucid began its fourth round of institutional fundraising earlier this year with the help of investment bank Morgan Stanley. Ford's acquisition offer came as a surprise, said a source close to Lucid. The bank approached Ford to see if they wanted to participate in the Series D. They came back and said they wanted to acquire. So in other words, instead of participating in a funding raise, they wanted to buy the company outright. Now, TheVerge.com reports that that never happened though. And Lucid Motors ultimately treaded water until striking a huge deal with Saudi Arabia, which now owns a majority of the startup. So there are a lot of American investors in Lucid. And I think a lot of them genuinely believe they're buying an American company, which is kind of only half true considering Saudi Arabia owns a very, very large percentage of the company. Ford, for its part, was able to work out a pretty sizable investment of its own into Rivian, a deal it swiped out from under General Motors. Now, apparently, the word is on the street that Ford just did this to spite General Motors. That's what people are saying. I don't know if that's true. I've got a video coming on that pretty soon. Now, in the years since, Lucid Motors spent billions of dollars of Saudi Arabia's money getting the Air EV ready for production. The startup revealed last week that it has lost more than $1.5 billion this year alone in the mad dash to start shipping the Air to customers and has spent $5 billion across its lifetime. That's a lot of money. Now, I don't think you can say they've lost $1.5 billion alone this year. I think they've invested $1.5 billion to get the company going. So the word loss to me is a misnomer. It's often used when referring to companies who invest money, they call it a loss. I think that doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, the stock market, which has been extremely hot on electric vehicle startups lately, insanely hot to the point of being bubble hot, rewarded that effort Tuesday, pushing Lucid Motors' valuation to nearly $90 billion. Ford finished the day at around $79 billion. Now, obviously, Rivian are at around $145 billion at the point that I make this video, meaning that Rivian are the third most valuable car company in the world. And it also means that they're worth more than BYD, which is, it's insane. But anyway, Lucid Motors still has a lot of work ahead. The startup is still building out its new factory in Casa Grande, Arizona, and it says it plans to build 20,000 Air sedans in 2022 before adding an electric SUV to its lineup at the end of 2022. At the end of 2023, it will be challenging work, to be sure. Today, at least, the market treated that to-do list as pretty much pure upside. Now, Lucid reportedly has 22,000 pre-orders for their vehicle, meaning if you want to buy one of their cars, it's not likely you'll get one next year because they're only making 20,000 vehicles next year. Now, I find it really interesting that Ford tried to buy the company, and then actually, not long afterwards, Lucid became worth more than Ford. Now, both companies, Ford and Lucid, have a lot of debt. And I mean a lot of debt. So I wouldn't personally invest in either of them for that reason and for a number of others. There's quite a number of others. I just think there's better choices to make. In fact, much better choices. I'll put some links in the description below to videos I've made about investing in the stock market. Other options you could invest in potentially if you feel like you've missed out on investing in Tesla or other companies, well, they include exchange traded funds. Now, there are a couple of good funds called LIT and BAT, LIT and BATT, that you can invest in. And those funds give you access to electric car makers in China and also to miners and other companies in this new clean energy and battery and electric car revolution. And honestly, a lot of those companies are fairly valued, or at least valued more in line with reality. Lucid, on the other hand, with a valuation of over $90 billion, is, well, frankly, in a bubble that's probably going to pop at some time soon. But who knows? I could be wrong on that. Let me know in the description below if you agree with me or not. Now, I just made a video on Lucid winning the 2022 Motor Trend Car of the Year. That's not EV of the Year, that's just Car of the Year, period. And Tesla won that award in 2013 with the Tesla Model S. Now, all reports are that the new Lucid Air is extremely impressive. In fact, Motor Trend say it won in a range of 6 different categories. Those include efficiency, technology, and a range of other things. So it's one incredibly impressive vehicle. Now, the great thing is they manufacture in America. So this is keeping jobs in America. And for that reason, and well, a number of others, I actually quite like this company. Let me know in the description below what you think of Lucid. Would you buy one? Would you prefer a Lucid or a Tesla? I want to know. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for your support. I look forward to seeing you again on the next one. Bye-bye.